Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to talk about how to treat an gangrene with homeopathic medicine. Myself Dr. Megha from Homeopathic Clinic. If you are not aware of homeopathy, or you are new to homeopathy, or you are suffering with any chronic diseases which you really want to get treated fully and completely without any kind of hurt like surgical everything, then you can just shift for homeopathy, because homeopathy has proved itself without using any surgical measures. It has been cured millions and millions of people. So I am really proud to be an homeopath, because before that even I was not aware that homeopathy really acts as magic. Because after knowing that only I came to know that how homeopathy is really helpful in the treatment of gangrene or any skin diseases or any other diseases. Also there are multiple diseases which homeopathy is the only solution for the disease. So without any delay, let's move on to the treatment of gangrene without even kind of going here and there. What are the homeopathic remedies which are really helpful in the treatment of gangrene? First, you should know what is gangrene. Gangrene, it is a definition of gangrene: death of an tissue due to the deficient blood flow or absence of blood supply. This is the reason for the gangrene. Gangrene usually appears in the toes and the fingernails. For healing, it is necessary that the part which has been dead for the long time should be removed. Now we will be talking about what are the homeopathic medicines which are really helpful in the healing of gangrenous tissue. After healing the gangrenous tissue, of course there will be no effect on the other parts. Means the big toe is being affected, other four fingers will be also affected, but before that, if you take the treatment, the progression will be there and the toes will not get affected. Only the big toe which was affected will be on the standstill. This is the main theme of the homeopathy. Okay, you should be knowing that what are the symptoms of gangrene: discoloration of the skin and dryness of the skin, and also the gangrene in some people will be very painful because of inflammation and everything. In some people there will be so much of discharge, in some people there will be discharges with offensive smell, but in some there will be no smell or anything, but the discharge will be there. In some people there will be also heavy discharges, but in some people there will be no discharge, it is dry like that. In some people it will be blue, in some people it will be purple, in some people it will be yellow, in some people it will be red, like this. You can see on the screen picture. First remedy which we'll be talking about is acidum mur. Okay, gangrene of the cheeks frequent and there is full discharge, means the discharge will be very smelly, but it's not so much smelly, and it's also kinds of dirty looking will be there. You can see the toenails how it is looking. So this will be the look of the acid mur. So you can also give when there is only toenails affection. You can see on the picture how the toenails of the lady is being affected, or you can see in this picture also how the big toe of her toe is being affected. This will be the first stage of the gangrene. When this occurs, of course the cure is also kind of necessary. The patient does not know what's happening with them. They think that it's just an injury, or they got injured, because of that this is happening, and there is nothing which they should be really kind of worried about and everything, but it's not so. You should be really kind of taking care of it, and you should be really kind of looking forward for that, for the treatment. So if you come for the homeopathy, of course homeopathy has treatment in there, and you can really get cured. This is all about the acid mure, which is really helpful in the treatment of gangrene. The next one is acid sulf. Blue and purple surroundings of the gangrene, bleeding under the skin. See, you can see in this picture how the bluish kind of or the purplish kind of toe lace have been become. This is the specific indications of the acid sulf. Here sulf is there, because of that there will be offensiveness, and the patient will be very much irritable, anger because of this, because it will be very much burning with painful, because it is like that. And bleeding under the skin, you can see that there is some rashes under the skin. You can see the margins, there is redness and there is swelling, there is bleeding under the skin. Gangrene after an operation or after the mechanical injuries, means due to some nails got into that, or some is working in some machines, factory or industry like that. After that he got hurt, because of that infection and everything he got this kind of disease, then you can think of acid sulf. This is one of the best remedy, because I had given the acid sulf for so much of patient, and I had really kind of received so much of good inputs on this. Next one is arsenic alb. Diabetic gangrene, burning, and also the smell is, whereas arsenic alb is always given when there is burning. You can see how ugly the leg you can view it. This will be the type of diseases when you involve arsenic alb, because arsenic alb diseases are very chronic and inflammatory, and there will be so much of burning, and it is given in diabetic gangrene also. Burning and smell from the wound, and the smell will be very offensive. Whenever you think of arsenic alb, you should always remember that the offensiveness, burningness should be there. Dryness also is accompanied in the arsenic alb. You can see how dry the leg is, dry especially of the uterus and the lungs, and the dryness is always kind of better with the warmth. If you give the warmth to the leg, the patient says, okay, I'm a little bit better now, like that. So arsenic alb is given when the leg look like this, and you can also give when there is cellulitis and when there is eczema, psoriasis accompanied with the gangrene, or any other diseases which is accompanied with the gangrene. You can, when the burning, dryness and the offensiveness is there, you can think of arsenic alb. Arsenic alb is wonderful remedy, but you should never give it in a higher potency. You should always give it in a lower potency, because the burning increases when you give the higher potency. Moving on to the carbovage. Carbovage is an gastric related or GIT related remedy. Of course I know that, but seriously, the patient who is not nutrient, like the patient who is very anemic, the patient who is not able to get so much of minerals or the vitamins to the body, their toenails or the fingernails looks like this, because what is gangrene? The tissue which is having deficiency of blood supply or the absence of blood supply. Because of that only the gangrene happens, right? So the carbovage is given during that time, and the carbovage is given when there is boils becomes gangrene. You understood? Carbuncles becomes gangrene that time. And when the wound is also wet, you can see on the fingernails that it is not totally dry, it is wet, purplish and icy cold. Icy coldness should be there, because this is one of the peculiarity. In arsenic alb you see that there is burning hotness and dryness, but in carbovage icy coldness of the body will be there, that you can just go into that and you can give. And you can also go for any other related concomitant symptoms like gastric symptoms, or there is gas accumulation or indigestion or nausea kind of thing, that time also you can give carbohydrate. Moving on to the echinacea Q. It is a mother tincture, it's not in a pills form. Echinacea gangrene with folds smelling. Use 10 drops with a lukewarm water locally as of an cleaning and antiseptic wash also. You can use it externally and internally both. Means you can use this mother tincture for the cleaning. Any kind of pus related or any kind of injury, you can use echinacea for the cleaning, just like arnica, calendula. It is also an antiseptic mother tincture, so you can use it. Even for the internal thing also, you can use it. 10 drops every 2 hours you can give it internally also, so it increases the immunity of the patient, and it also acts as an antiseptic medicine, and it will be able to cure the medicine from the inside and from the outside also. But in echinacea is given when there is little bit of affection, that time you can give, or you can also give it with the constitutional remedy. As an acute remedy, you can also give echinacea mother tincture. Better give it for the external use when you are giving constitutional medicine, because constitutional medicine only acts as a betterment, so only for the external cleaning or cleansing you can just give the echinacea mother tincture. Moving on to the lacasis. Lacasis is given when there is bluish purple surrounding of the gangrene. You can see how the bluish and the purplish surrounding is there on the toes and on the nails area, everything. Even sometimes you can also see there is a reddishness also. Bluish purple surroundings of the gangrene produced on account of injuries on septic wounds. This is one of the peculiar kind of thing, that wounds is turning into the gangrene. There you saw that mechanical injuries was turned into the gangrene, okay, where in acidum sulf, but here the septic wounds have been turning into the gangrene. That time you can think of lacasis. This is one of the means the most used remedy when the wounds turn into the gangrene. Means the diabetic people, when they get hurt, it is not cured because the time is being slowed down. Because of that, the gangrene means the wound turns into the gangrene. This is one of the specification of the lacasis. So this is all about the gangrene and the treatment of gangrene, the cause of gangrene and the symptoms of the gangrene you came to know. These are the things which you should be always aware of. If you are very new to the homeopathy, just go with the flow, because homeopathy is such a magic medicine, because when you take it only you will come to know how wonderful it is. Because some people will be saying no, it is only sugar of milk and it does not have any action, but no, they are wrong, because previously so many people have said that even the placebo can cure them, because it is one of the very purest system of medicine. Of course we have our own limitations, but it is only when there is emergency cases. So I think this video was very helpful for everyone who was supposed to know about gangrene, or who is suffering from the gangrene, or who is having a doubt how homeopathy can cure. There is a cure for my gangrene or what. Of course homeopathy has a solution for everything, but you should just believe it and trust it and go with the flow. Myself, Dr. Megha from Homeopathy Clinic. Thank you so much for watching my video and for supporting me. Please do like and subscribe, and don't forget to press on the bell icon so that whenever I put a new video you will be notified. I wish everyone have a good life and a fantastic life, because having the happiest life Having everyone happy around us is very important. Bye bye, take care.